Ahlan wa sahlan. My name is Greg Eckhart. I'm a PIM 66 student in the Conflict Transformation degree. I'm here in Palestine for 4 months working with the youth of the Dheisheh refugee camp.
Hi, Eric Maddox here, coming live from, well, probably not live at this point, from a rooftop in Dheisheh refugee camp. From Santa Fe, New Mexico, part of PIM 66, Conflict Transformation, and I'm working on an internship with Defense for Children International Palestine chapter.
Hi, my name is Brian Miner. I'm a PIM 66 at the School for International Training, majoring in Sustainable Development. I'm doing my practicum here at the Applied Research Institute of Jerusalem.
Marhaba. My name is Pablo. I am a PIM 66, originally from Chicago, Illinois. I'm working on my degree at the School for International Training in Sustainable Development, and I'm doing my practicum phase here in Palestine, working with youth and media at the IBDA Cultural Center.
Hi, I'm Chris Cheney. I'm from North Carolina, and I'm a student at the School for International Training in Brattleboro, Vermont. I'm doing my practicum in Bethlehem at the Dheisheh refugee camp, and I'm studying conflict transformation.
I was born in the Dheisheh refugee camp. I grew up here, and I'm struggling not to die here. Actually, I was born in 1964, and one of the rooms looks like this. These are the rooms. It was built by United Nations. People before that period, they were living in tents. But in 1952, the United Nations started to replace the tents by small rooms. Here we have 2 rooms. Each room, it was 9 square meters. And each size of family, that period, it was 6 people, 4 children and 2 parents. I was born in one of these rooms, and I am the youngest one in my family. I have 4 brothers and sisters, and my parents, they were 2. We were 7 living in 9 square meters, looks like this exactly. 1 room, which there's no space to live there, and until mid of 70s when we start extending the house. This is part of the history of the Dheisheh refugee camp. This is part of the history of the Palestinian refugees. This is when I speak about my history as a human being. I grew up in this kind of rooms. I opened my eyes in this kind of rooms. Our house, it was invaded the first time in 1967. It was in one of these kind of rooms. I was arrested from this kind of rooms. I was educated in these kinds of rooms. And I'm struggling because I was educated in this kind of rooms and continue my struggle to return back to my homeland.
I just think it's a fortune to be able to walk around in the camp in the first place, regardless of whether they want us there or not. I really don't know. I can't tell. People look at us, young children come up and say hi and want to shake our hands and want to play ball, and the feeling is good. And I think as long as we walk around here with a feeling of respect and an ability to just really try to see how the people are living and try to experience it from their perspective as much as we can, and a little glimpse that we get. I think that's all we can do.
One thing that's hard for at least us who are working with IBDA to understand is that while the camp is tired of seeing internationals, and many of the internationals who come in, we're not sure whether or not what they do is helpful to the Palestinian people. But for those of us that are here to help and here to do what we can, trying to figure out what we can do so that the Palestinians, the people who are seeing us on the streets here, see a result from us being here, and they don't just see internationals and go, well, you keep coming, but what are you doing?
Because my focus is in conflict, and because I've already studied it from a theoretical standpoint, I needed to come to Palestine to see what's happening on the ground. I came specifically to IBDA because I wanted to see how they're meeting the needs of the children, the youth, and the women here at the Dheisheh refugee camp. It's been an interesting experience. IBDA is doing some wonderful work in each of these areas, and I'm really happy to be a part of that.
And it's been a real journey here. I was hesitant at first. I had some anxiety before I came because I had my own preconceptions and judgments about the safety, but my own safety and some of the issues I'd be facing here. But it's been 3 months of very amazing opportunities, and I feel like my knowledge and understanding of the conflict itself has deepened much more, but what I've gained that supersedes anything intellectual has really been the human side and the personal understanding and the intimate relationships I've built with Palestinian refugees, which has been the highest point and the real highlight of my entire internship here. And I couldn't have asked for anything more. It's been exactly the kind of education that I think SIT really promotes, and the one that I was in need of, specifically because this conflict tends to be very emotional, very complicated, and I'm just really glad that I've had this opportunity.
My trip here to Palestine has been a journey. It's been quite an adventure. I came here from the United States to learn about what was going on here and to be able to provide a little bit of perspective to those around the world who are watching a media that I think portrays a non-human side to so many of the people that I'm meeting here. And it's been an incredible joy for me to meet so many wonderful people and to get a chance to call so many Palestinians friends. And through my work with IBDA, it's been great to be able to provide some little bit of help to the people living here in Dheisheh refugee camp, to provide a little bit of hope through sports, through media, through all of the activities that I get to participate in here.
وأسى جاي من الأرض لبعد سما صوت الأنين صرخة وأسى جاي من الأرض لبعد سما تسمعها أنت وبسمعها أنا تسمعها أنت وبسمعها أنا توصل لعنا بصوت الغنى توصل لعنا بصوت الغنى صوت الأنين صرخة وأسى جاي من الأرض لبعد سما صوت الأنين صرخة وأسى جاي من الأرض لبعد سما تسمعها أنت وبسمعها أنا تسمعها أنت وبسمعها أنا توصل لعنا بصوت الغنى توصل لعنا بصوت الغنى بعد سما صوت الأنين صرخة وأسى جاي من الأرض لبعد سما.
Bye bye SAT.